welcome to Orion Solution Chemistry class. Today, I want us to talk about atoms, molecules, and compounds. Substances are divided into elements and compounds. Elements are further divided into atoms and molecules. And we get ions from atoms. Compounds are also divided further into molecules and ions. I want us to take them one after the other and know the differences and relationship between them. So we start with an atom. An atom is the smallest unit of matter. We can divide any substance we find in the universe into smaller particles to a point that we can no longer divide them. The tiniest particle, which can no longer be divided by any physical means, is what we call an atom. So atom is the smallest unit of matter. The next thing we want to talk about is element. An element is a pure substance consisting of one type of atom. For example, if we pick a pure gold, it has all the particles to be the same. That is, we have gold particles throughout. Another example is sodium. A pure sodium has all its constituent particles to be sodium. Aluminium is also an example. So when you have the same type of atom present in a substance, that substance is classified as an element. We have so many elements that exist in this world. Some are naturally existing, and we have few of them which are artificially made. So, elements, when divided into the simplest particle, we get what we call atom. Then let's come to molecules. Molecules are formed when two or more atoms join together chemically. If you have two or more atoms and you combine them together, you get what we call a molecule. And the molecule can be the same type of atom. For example, oxygen and another oxygen coming together to form oxygen gas is a molecule. Hydrogen plus hydrogen coming together to form hydrogen gas is a molecule. Hydrogen plus oxygen coming together to form water is a molecule. Sodium plus chlorine coming together to form sodium chloride is a molecule. Carbon and oxygen coming together to form carbon dioxide is a molecule. The next thing we want to talk about is a compound. Compounds are formed when two different elements join together chemically. So compounds are formed when two different elements, the emphasis is on two different elements. For example, in the sodium chloride, we have sodium and chlorine in sodium chloride, and sodium chloride is classified as a compound. Water molecule is classified as a compound. Carbon dioxide is classified as a compound. Let us take note that compounds are also molecules. All compounds are molecules, but not all molecules are compounds. What do I mean by that? Oxygen gas is a molecule, but it's not a compound because it is made up of the same type of atom, that is two atoms of oxygen. Nitrogen gas, N2, is a molecule, but it's not a compound because it is made up of the same type of atom. But if you pick water, Water is a molecule because it is made up of two atoms, and it is also a compound because the atoms in the water molecules are different. So if the atoms are different type or different kind, it is termed as a compound. But if the atoms are of the same kind of element, we cannot classify that as a compound. So let me emphasize on this. All compounds are molecules, but all molecules are not compounds. So everything we see in this universe is either an element, molecule, or compound, or a mixture of compounds. We can have so many compounds coming together so that we form a complex substance like the human body. The human body is primarily made up of different types of molecules such as protein, lipids, carbohydrates, nucleic acid, and various ions. These molecules are composed of different elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and others. The human body is made of different types of molecules, and these molecules are being formed from elements. So everything about the human body is a combination of elements in different proportion. It means that chemistry is not just about elements and chemical formulas and other things. It is about everything we see in this universe. Let us consider something like wood. When you pick a piece of wood, it also contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You should remember that some insects feed on wood because they derive their nutrients from wood. When they eat the wood, they derive some elements like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So we see the wood or a tree there, but it is being made up of elements. Elements come together to form whatever we see as a wood or as a tree. If we consider flames, it's also made up of elements. And we get carbon dioxide, water vapor, oxygen, and nitrogen. Let us also consider something like a stone. A stone is made up of different types of compound. So you see a stone, and the stone is made up of different types of compound. And we know that compounds are also formed from elements. What I'm trying to say, or what we are trying to imply, is that everything we see in the universe consists of either elements, molecules, or compounds. And these molecules and compounds are being made of elements. So it is very necessary for us to have an in-depth knowledge about elements. My next lesson will be on elements. Thank you for watching this video. I invite you to follow me. I have a lot of videos which are on the way coming. It will help you understand anything you want to know. All the difficulties you have in chemistry will be cleared. Thank you for watching.